Oh man, it has been an interesting evening. Hello everyone, and welcome to Thursday. Welcome to Thursday. You know what? It's actually been an interesting day, and I'm gonna tell you. I'm gonna tell you why I thought the day was so good. Got two reasons. One, remember yesterday I was like, we're gonna go to bed early. Yeah, well we did, and I woke up today at 6:30, fully rested, and it was an amazing feeling. I was kind of productive today, kind of, and I would have been more productive, but there was some other things going on, life things that I couldn't be as productive as I would have liked. The other thing about life things is that for whatever reason, it seems like there's like 6 or 7 different lawn care companies that are taking care of some of my neighbors. We live in an apartment complex, but we also have houses nearby, and for the houses, there's like different companies that come on different days, and it is driving me up the walls. And I feel like it just recently happened. And it's like, sometimes there's like lawn care that happens at the apartment, but it's not all that often, and it's always on, a set day of the week, like Thursday or something. But for whatever reason, it's like every single day there's been lawn care, and that's bad, because now that we have these new crazy mics, they pick up everything. Absolutely everything. And even the Rode VideoMic will pick up quite a bit of stuff. So that's been bad. There's been quite a few times this week where I wanted to record something and I couldn't. So at that point I'm like, oh, I guess I'll edit. I was going to record now, but I guess I'll edit. So sometimes it seems that there's been some lawn care stuff going on, and I get, the boot to recording later at night, which is why that microphone is still out, because I'm recording later at night. But today was really good, and I think one reason was that I get a lot of sleep. And two was that I started with some really good coffee. Shout out to Derek for giving us that coffee from the grind. And I know it sat in our back room in a mailbox, or in a box for a long time, but it's still quite good. Because I had some, I think I had some yesterday, and I had some today also, and it's really good coffee. It's just really, really good coffee, and I really enjoyed it. So today, the agenda was to get some stuff done. Got some stuff done. Actually spent about 3 hours of the day watching the Republican debate, just for the fact that I like to stay informed. I want to watch all the debates. There's been 2 Republican debates so far, and I've watched them. I know that I'm not a huge political guy, and we don't bring any politics at all to the channel, and I'm just kind of touching on this. I'm not trying to start a political discussion, but I watch the debates. Some of them can be pretty time consuming, but I watch them, and I watch both sides just because I don't align myself to any particular party. I just like to hear what people have to say. That said, and I feel like even someone who is strictly Republican would even say this, there's too many Republicans in the race. Like, there is. And maybe by the time you guys get this vlog, it will have changed. But, there's 11 people on stage. And for 3 hours, I watched them, talk and doing a lot of insult slinging at each other. But there's just too many people. There's too many people to have a debate with 11 people. It is. And it was really kind of a mess. It was like that during the first one, too, I remember. Because back then they even had more people. And their first group had 7, and their next group had 10 or 11. And then this one, they had a first group, but I didn't watch that one. Sorry, first group. There was 4 of you, and I don't think you were important enough to watch. But then the second group had 11. And, obviously some people are nice, and you're going to have a range of attitudes that runs the gamut at any of these things. But it's just so many people. So many people. So I'm actually looking forward to getting down the road a little bit and having a few more people drop out, if that's going to happen, and getting these debates smaller. The Democratic debate starts, the first one's going to be next month, I think, and there's only 5 people going to be in that one, so that'll be a little easier to take in. I know that watching this one today, it was interesting because, some people spoke a lot, and then other people, they spoke 3 times during 3 hours, and I was like, man, that must feel bad for them because they don't really get a chance to say anything. But yeah, like I said, not a political person, don't align myself with a particular party, but I enjoy watching them because I think it's I don't want to say it's a duty, but it's kind of a duty to be informed. So I'm trying to stay informed and see what these people think and what they believe on both sides. So I'm going to try and watch all the debates if I can. We'll see what happens. But enough about that. I'm going to get to what I actually wanted to talk about today, and that was Super Mario Maker. Super Mario Maker is a game that I've been thinking a little bit about, and even before it came out, I was thinking, yeah, it might be kind of fun to do. And I had quite a few of you guys sending me messages on social media asking if I was going to cover it and interest in me covering it. So I took it to the patrons over at Patreon and asked them about it, and they were like, yeah, you should do that. And my vision for this was doing something I called Morning Mario, which is where I do just a level, just like 2 to 3 minutes of content in the morning, like at 6 a.m. Eastern, before we get to our actual content. So our actual content at noon every day stays the same, but we also release this very short content in the morning. So if someone's waking up, getting ready to go to school or work or whatever, they can check it out and be like, oh, okay, cool, there's a little something for me to watch to start my day. And by keeping the content short, we can keep up with it. It was one of the concerns the patrons had was, are you going to be able to keep up with this? You already are doing a lot. You're behind on vlogs. But I wanted to cover Super Mario Maker, but I didn't want to make it its own series. And part of that came from I didn't want to do 20-minute episodes of playing levels, because I'm not sure that's entertaining. I don't know if I would find that particularly entertaining. I'm not sure everyone else would either. So I think bite-sized content, in addition to what's already going on, might be for the best. So we'll see what happens. We're going to start it on Monday. I got the video together tonight, kind of introducing it, asking for levels. We're going to be taking levels not only that people find online, but that our viewers make, and I'm hopeful that it'll go well. And we'll just kind of do it and just see what happens. And if it goes well, we'll continue to do it. I'm excited about it because I like platforming games, and we've never actually done a Mario game on the channel. So Super Mario Maker will be our first. Anyway, that's going to be it. Thank you guys so much for watching. Sorry that I kind of took a little detour there and talked about some political stuff. I know we don't usually talk about that, but I thought it was important to mention because quite honestly, that's where a large portion of my day went. But I think that's okay, and I think it's good to be informed. I think if you are of voting age, that you should vote. And I think that if that's the case, then you should at least be a little bit informed. I think that's good. There may be certain issues that matter to you and certain issues that don't, but find out what issues matter to you and find out what the candidates think, and make up your own mind. I think that's good. And I think in a country where we have the right to vote, it should be exercised. But if you don't want to, that's fine too. If you don't care about politics whatsoever, that's fine too. But I think it's good to do, and it doesn't take long to find out. There's like websites and stuff, or you can join me and watch the debates, because honestly, they're kind of fun. That's gonna be it for today. Thanks for watching, and as always, let's meet back tomorrow, shall we? When you're younger, you want to be an adult, and when you finally become an adult, you want to be a kid. I think it's really what it comes down to. He can block our Swift Claw, and he's going to die, but he can't reach our Flyer, and our 2-4 has got 4 toughness, which means he can't do anything about that either. If he chooses to block the Great Heart, he's going to lose his horse.